final set in our series on graphing equations and what have you. What if we are going to find all the possible zeros, and today we're going to also do imaginary zeros. So let's do this equation: x cubed minus 3x squared plus x plus 5. So this will be our equation. Right away, to find the easiest first one, instead of having to factor, I don't see this as an easy way to just simply factor, so we're gonna graph it and factor it using the graphing calculator to find the easiest first zero. So let's graph our equation. Y equals, let's clear this out. X cubed minus 3x squared plus x plus 5. So let's graph that first. And I see there is only one real zero, but in this case so let's find out what that is, and it is -1. Since our zero is -1, I'm going to put it into our synthetic division formula like before. Erase this line I accidentally made. Okay, so synthetic division, we know -1, 1, -3, 1, 5, right? 1, -1, -4, 4, 5, -5. This gives us the 0. And our quadratic from that is x squared minus 4x plus 5. So from that, I'm gonna find the other imaginary zeros using the quadratic formula, which is then 4 plus or minus the square root. Remember, -b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a, right? So b squared is 16 minus 4ac, so 4 times 1 times 5 over 2. So then 4 plus or minus the square root of what? 16 minus 4 is what? No, 16 minus 20, so that's -4 over 2. I know that we can't square root -4, but we could simplify that, turn that into an I. So then now we're working with imaginary numbers. We have I root 4 over 2, which is 4 plus or minus 2i over 2, or the same thing as saying 2 plus or minus I. Now to put this into our, let's say we want to write our factors, right? If we had to write it as a product of all of our factors. Well, our first factor is -1, so that is x plus 1. Second one is then x minus 2 plus I, right? And then the third one would be x minus 2 minus I. And that is how we would factor that polynomial, find out that it is imaginary, but how we would write that imaginary number answer down, and how we would then put that imaginary units along with the real one into products of factors for today's lesson.